Hello Aquarius, thank you for joining me here. This is gonna be your mid-month reading for month of January 2020 and so as I did last month, I guess in December in 2019, like it's gonna be like in like what working against you is not necessarily negative. It's the main purpose of this reading is to understand what you want within this situation or relationship, and it's love and relationship obviously, so it's gonna be kind of intertwined with your energy and the person you are dealing with, that kind of energy, and you know what you want within this situation and what's at your heart desire and what kind of energy is working against you to have that thing manifested, like what kind of energy is actually hindering the process. That's all we are going to looking at. Okay, so without any further delay, let's get into this. Okay, we got Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful. So with Queen of Pentacles, I feel like that you want this relationship, definitely whatever relationship you are in, or the person you are thinking about or in connected with or in relationship with, in whatever the situation it is, you really want this to grow. You really want to have a kind of solid foundation, but I feel like there is a little bit of doubt there in your mind that whether you can do it or not, whether it's a maybe you are in a kind of situation where you're thinking whether our circumstances, whether our external factors that affect our in this relationship gonna be suitable for this relationship to grow to something that I can really rely on, something that I can call call it mine, like that kind of, not ownership in a bad way, but that kind of level of safety and security that you can find within the relationship, that you can call it yourself, like you can call it yours, sorry, not yourself. Like, so I feel like you are looking for that, you are kind of wishing and wondering. I don't think that you are in a process that where you are actually putting the work down and you guys are talked about it, that where this you want this relationship, you both of you want to take or something like that. I don't think that kind of discussion had taken place, but I feel like that's on your desire, that's what you really want, but there is a little bit of conflicted energy there within your desire. You feel like you're not sure whether you can do it or not. It's not that whether you can do it, I think you are ready. I feel like you are in a position of your life, phase of your life where you feel like, yes, I can see myself to be committed, to be really fully in with somebody as or the person that you are dealing with, but it just, there is like external circumstances maybe not at as supporting as it should be. So anyway, the heart desire here, I feel like that you are trying to understand that where this relationship can grow. You are trying to gaze kind of like how long that relationship can run, what is the capacity this relationship that you are in or trying to build actually holds. Let's get another card for Queen of Pentacles. Oh my god. Queen of Pentacles came with Queen of Pentacles reverse. So that's what I was saying, that there is a little bit of doubt that even though you are looking at this coin, oh my god, this is giving me a goosebump, man. I never. Whew. Wow. My god, it's like a mirror image. I was just saying that even though it's a Queen of Pentacles, but there is a conflicted energy, and that's what it is in Queen of Pentacles, but in reverse. That's what your heart desire is right now where you are. It's like you want this relationship to grow, you want this, you are personally from your point of view, if you only consider yourself, but relationship is like a two-way traffic, right? And especially when you are looking for something sustainable, something safe, like secure and stable, it's obviously two-way. It has to be two-way traffic in order to be in a kind of Queen of Pentacles kind of relationship, okay? But there is a conflicted energy is in this relationship, in your heart space, because you feel like you are ready, but you are not really sure that whether the other circumstances that surround its relationship is actually gonna support or not. So that's what your heart space is not completely 100% in. Yes, you are as a person. If you take your life and where you are in your life, you are absolutely in for to give like a full mileage if you're in a relationship, especially with this kind of relationship that you're already in or thinking about it, this person. But you are not sure about the other circumstances, surrounding circumstances. You are not sure about the other person. You are not sure about that where they are. So there is like this conflicted energy in your heart space. Okay, let's see what are the forces that working against for you to have this conflict energy, like you to why you think that, why you are not sure that whether you can invest in this relationship or not. Okay, 4 cups, we got 4 cups. Yeah, with 4 of cups I feel like this is their energy. I'm just speaking up, and I feel like, Queen of Pentacles is earth. It's like earth element card. That means it could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but not necessarily that's the energy that this card embodies. But any queen is also very watery. In order to for a Queen of Pentacles to be stable in earth element, that queen also harness the emotional stability. Once they harness the emotional stability, because if you see the how the element is organized, the first element comes is fire, second is water, third is air, and fourth is earth. So in order to be a Queen of Pentacles, which is like a queen of earth, that this queen has already have that emotional stability under her belt. But I feel like the person you are dealing with, they have certain kind of, maybe they have some kind of emotional issue. I mean, I don't like the call issues, because everybody is different, and how we react to emotion, that's how we react. And it's not that somebody have issue and other doesn't. It just they are right now where they are in their life, they are not very emotionally open, they are not very emotionally expressive. And I feel like for you, even though stability yes, groundedness yes, it does matter, but emotion is also a major factor for you to really function well in a partnership. But this person is emotional. I'm not saying they are not emotional, I'm not saying that they don't respond to your emotion, but they are very, it's very hard for them to express their emotion. And if you are expressing too much of, if you're expressing emotion very often and very quickly, it can turn out to be over emotional for them, even though you are not being over emotional. You understand, the threshold for them to take emotional understanding of situation is very low at this moment. And the moment they can feel very overwhelmed very easily, and the moment they feel overwhelmed, they kind of withdraw themselves from this situation, and it feels like kind of cold and aloof kind of demeanor that they embody the moment they feel overwhelmed. But in order for them to feel overwhelmed is very easy, because their emotional capacity right now, I'm not saying that their personality right now is not very high, but you are in a queen, you are sitting in a Queen of Pentacles situation energy, so you have a lot of emotional abundance. As this, at the same time, you are very stable. That's why I started with that you as a person you are completely ready, but in relation to this person you are not sure, you are little conflicted. Okay, let's get another card. Let's get another card. What are the other energies that are working against this? Ace of Swords in reverse, perfect. That's, like I said, they're kind of aloof and withdrawn. I really feel these two are their energy, it's not your energy at all. They are, they need to work on their throat chakras. I really feel, because it's not that they don't feel, it's not that they are not on the same page as you are. I feel like they are, but it's very hard for them to communicate that. They feel very overwhelmed very easily, because emotion is, maybe they have some kind of abusive childhood, I don't know, maybe they have some kind of, I don't know, some kind of past emotional abuse. I don't know what that is, but they get very overwhelmed the moment there is a emotional overflow. And you are very emotional person, not like emotional, not like, what I mean. You are Queen of Pentacles, so you have a enrichment of emotion within you. And the moment you go for a relationship or partnership or connection, you it's not just one way. I'm just only gonna think about stability, I'm only gonna think about security. No, you kind of try to nurture that relationship with 360-degree. You want to give them emotion, you want to give them mind, you want to give them passion, spirit, you want to give them stability, earthy sensuality. It's like that. You give all when you are really into something. But the thing is, this person really on the same page, but they cannot handle the abundance that you have. That doesn't mean they don't appreciate, they do appreciate, because Ace of Swords, there is a, they want to communicate that how they feel, they want to communicate that how much appreciative they are of you being in their life, because they have their clarity in their mind, they know that. But when it comes to communicate it, when it comes to show it, they come across kind of cold and aloof, kind of withdrawn. And that makes you, because intuitively you feel that they are actually feeling what you are feeling too, but action wise, because their action is so opposite of what they're actually feeling, it kind of, in your heart desire, it's kind of ups and down. Your desire, what you want in this relationship, get a little conflicted, because you feel intuitively that, yeah, we are on the same page, yeah, they understand where I'm coming from, they understand my nurturing, my nature, they understand me. But when it comes to actual translate that understanding into action, there is something that they cannot really deliver at this moment, because there is a major emotional blockage that is there in their life. But they really appreciative of you, I can feel they are really appreciative of you, and they don't feel very good about themselves that they cannot communicate that. But there is, I don't know what's going on, that would be a different reading, but they are not really, they cannot communicate that. Okay, as it getting interesting, let's get a card like Four of Cups. Let's get a little deep into their energy right now. Let's see, what is that Four of Cups? Aquarius, oh my god, this is spooky as hell. Four of Cups. layered by Four of Cups. Queen of Pentacles, I told you there's a conflicted Queen of Pentacles in reverse. What is going on? Oh my god, I am really not joking you. I am getting goosebumps all over my body. I'm really getting goosebumps. There is a major, they feel so much. Maybe you are dealing with some kind of like water sign. Maybe I feel like Cancer or Scorpio, most probably Cancer. I don't know, it could be, and that's the energy. It doesn't have to be, you know that. I feel like they really feel very deep. They really feel you. If you have any doubt about their whether they know how you feel, don't even doubt that. They feel so much. But they feel that they cannot move. They feel that their emotion is kind of, there is something they have that really made them kind of, you know, like almost unmovable. Maybe they have a lot of deep emotion from past. Maybe somebody very close in their life had passed away or something. Some emotion, huge emotion, affected them so much in past that they feel every time there is emotion, they feel it so deeply that it kind of make them, is kind of freeze them, you understand? They feel it so deeply that it frees them, and they feel like they cannot move. And when they're kind of in a frozen phase, saying that, you know, like they have a huge so that's, anyway, as I was saying, because of this, when they feel froze, you know, in a when they're encountered with any kind of deep emotion or deep sensitivity, they feel all these things, but they cannot put it in a word and communicate in any other ways. It just feel like they are just, all of a sudden they're just stone. That doesn't mean they're not feeling it, they're just feeling it too much that they cannot channel it out. Okay, let's see what is the advice for you. By the way, I saw Two of Cups twice, even though it did not pop out, but I saw. I really feel the love between you two and the connection in between you two are really potent, really significant. It just, oh my god. So the advice is Four of Wands. As I was saying, I saw Two of Cups twice, okay. So advice is Four of Wands. I feel like the advice is for, I'm gonna get another card on this, but I feel like that universe is telling you that this is, if you feel that this is the person for you, you are not wrong. They just have a certain thing, maybe with time, with time with you, when they have enough safety, when they feel enough safety, like emotionally, they will slowly but eventually they are gonna speak up, they are gonna show, maybe with you, because they see you, they really hold you in a high regards, you know, they really admire you, they really admire every qualities that you have, that you can show so much of emotion, at the same time you can show so much of strength, you can show so much of strength in vulnerability. They just love that about you, and they really admire and respect all this stuff. It just, for them, it's very hard to act on their emotion, like I said. So if you are thinking about, like in the beginning, you know, you're conflicted, if you are really thinking about that, making, you know, like maybe, I don't know, make this relationship more stable, or maybe marriage, or maybe domestic union or whatever you are thinking, like the next step or whatever, like you can make this relationship stable. There is a full of potential there, but in order to, it's just gonna happen over time. There is no remedy right now here. You guys need to just work with each other and just build the trust and safety so that they can feel safe, because they feel a lot, Aquarius. I mean, if you're wondering, they feel everything you say, everything you feel. Your love is very, very important to them. Okay, I'm gonna get one more card for Four of Wands. Cards. So many cards. Okay, this is the one I'm gonna take. Temperance. Yeah, like I said, slow and steady, tempering. You especially, I hate to say that, but you need to, right now, you need to hold the 10 of Wands. You need to do the work right now. Just maybe you need to have a little bit of compassion. I think you already have for them, otherwise you would not be if you're still in this connection, you value them a lot. And right now you just need to, put yourself in a driver's seat, and you need to tempering this, and it's not going to happen over like quickly. But there is a lot of potential for Four of Wands. There is a lot of potential for you guys building together, creating together harmoniously in future. But in order to go there, you need to take it slow, and just understand where they're coming from. Or maybe gradually you can talk about their past. If you have not already, maybe you can share yours so that they can feel more safe to share theirs. Like those kind of environment you have to create for them, so that they can feel trusted and they can feel safe, because they really feel a lot, but it just because of their past emotional experience, and I'm pretty sure it has not been good to them. They are very, very much, they just, every time they encounter with some kind of intense emotion and some kind of deep sensitivity, they just feel it, but their heart spirit kind of get frozen. And you need time, and you need to, like gradually you need to tempering this, and gradually it's gonna become this kind of Four of Wands kind of relationship. So they're not to scare you, but there is a lot of work ahead of you if you really decide to give it a go. But they really love you. They really, really do love you. Alright, Aquarius, I'm gonna stop here. Hope you get something out of it, and I will also, if you think there is something you can get, if you have not yet subscribed, please do subscribe, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye bye.